the social challenges that places the onus or the burden of being the primary caretaker on a man actually frustrates me. What is the harm of a woman being the social or the economic caretaker of the household in case of the incapability of the man? I mean, of course, I would say incapability beyond a man's control, right? Not because he just wants to be lazy, but let us say, God forbids, a man gets into an accident, or he is out of a job and cannot find a job, or because he did not get the opportunity for whatever reason it is. I mean, isn't our society supposed to be an Islamic society? Didn't our Prophet get married to a woman who is richer than him and who actually supported him financially? Shouldn't he be our role model? Did the society look at him negatively? I doubt it. It just actually frustrates me to see that happening, that a woman or a female losing an opportunity just because she's not the primary caretaker. Where did this idea come from? It's about the livelihood of the family, of the household. Whether that livelihood is being provided for by a man or a woman doesn't really matter. Right? For example, I was actually exposed to a situation where I was told, no, although this candidate is better, but she is a woman and she will get pregnant. And I was like, why does this even have to be a criteria? Like, I told them, look, I have a paper here that tells me what are my evaluation criteria. And I don't see pregnancy or not pregnancy, or woman or not being woman is an evaluation criteria, right? And so you see, I would be exposed to such scenario, but I don't think anyone would have the courage of saying that to a woman interviewer, that no, do not select a peer woman because she can get pregnant. I don't think we are in that situation. But we as men, we do get these comments. So we are better situated because we have been through a lot of such scenarios. So I would be able to easily mentor my wife that, listen, if you come across similar treatment, your response should be this, this, and this. Let's be honest, we have been through our ups and downs financially, and I never felt emasculated or felt inferior when Lena would offer her help, in whatever expense it is. In fact, it made me happy that she is more supportive. I wouldn't be today where I am if it wasn't for two women in my life, my mother and my wife. Coming back from the environment I was brought up in, my mother was always there to provide for, whether it is emotionally, psychologically, or financially, right? So it really made me happy when Lena would, support me. And in good times, I would always tell her that, listen, it's completely your decision. If you don't even want to work, I'm completely fine with it. I mean, this house is a joint effort between me and Lena. This house wouldn't have been possible without her support and assistance. Even when I try to connect that to our teachings that are supposed to be derived from the Islamic teachings, I don't see any reason for a man to feel inferior or for society to give better opportunities to men because they are the primary caretakers. Yes, there are many responsible men who are and who will take care of their families, but if we look at it, and maybe the numbers would speak, but a lot of them are young. They could be careless in the way they spend, or less financially literate than women in how to deal with the income. I have come across a lot of women who are the primary caretakers of their families. their retired father, their mothers, their siblings. Having a daughter made me realize that being a father to a son is different than being a father to a daughter, not intellectually, not emotionally. It's just realizing that there are biological differences that we have to keep in mind when we are dealing with both of them or both genders. So I cannot talk to a man the same way I'm talking to a woman. It's not because I don't feel them equal, it is because I'm respecting the biological or the gender differences. So being equal means being fair with them, respecting their intellect, respecting the gender differences in your approach and communication with them. Well, if a man can do this, why women can't do it? Why should it be about this? Why shouldn't it be about, yes, if a man is doing this, we can do this to complement this, or if a woman is doing this, we as men should do this to complement each other. It's not that, you're a woman, you cannot do this. I mean, yeah, you are a man and you cannot do this. So it's about realizing the physical, I wouldn't say physical, but the biological limitations of each gender. It's not about being equal, it's about completing each other. There are things in life, whether personal or on a professional level, men are better than women, or not better than, but have an advantage over women. And there are things, likewise, where women have an advantage over men. So it's not about competing with each other, it is about completing each other. They are, two pieces of a puzzle, right? And you cannot have the full picture without them being together in it. That's the circle of life, right? Isn't it? You need to have both for life to go on.